Hey guys, it's Steph, and today I want to share with you our movement of the week, which is tricep extension. So when you hear tricep extension, you probably think, okay, we're working our triceps, which is absolutely true, but I want to talk a little bit more in depth about tricep work. So tricep is called that because there are three heads that are connecting this muscle, so from our shoulder to our elbow, and this is what allows us to bend at the elbow and extend and straighten our arm. So it's also responsible for a lot of pushing movements, whether we're pushing forward, pushing back, or engaging through the triceps. So it's going to be really important for daily life, functional movement, just because it helps us push things, some pulling movements as well, but it also helps us stabilize our shoulder, which we all know we need as much shoulder stability as we can get. So tricep work is going to help do that because it does connect to our shoulder, and it's also focusing on not just triceps, but anytime we extend, we're also getting into our lats, so our back muscles connecting all the way down. We're getting into our chest, we're getting into, like I said, our shoulders, even as much as our forearms. So it's not just the tricep working because we can't just isolate one muscle. It's obviously a contraction of many muscles working together. So that is the importance of tricep work, and you're going to see lots of different variations. So I'm going to show you a couple. Let's just say using a dumbbell. So maybe more in a strength training workout, you might use a dumbbell to strengthen the triceps, and that's great. So an example here could be extending from the elbow using a weight. Maybe it's a lighter weight, maybe it's a heavier weight. Making sure that we're focusing on moving from the elbow and not from the entire arm when we're doing this. You might do it standing as well. Maybe you're here, pulling that elbow in, coming back, in and out. Some other really great tricep work is obviously an overhead extension. So bringing the weight overhead and bending at the elbows from here. Then we're really hitting all three parts of the tricep. So that's using a weight. Some other great options would be using, let's say, a resistance band. So I really like this one where we're in more of a tabletop position. And then we're either extending from the elbow using the band. Maybe we're just lifting and lowering with that arm fully extended, or doing some pulses. So there's a lot of different options there. Another great one would be if we wanted to still do that overhead here using a band, we can bring the band underneath the shins, keeping the elbows tight, and we can work isolation from here. Notice that my elbows aren't moving forward and back. So I'm just extending from the elbow. My elbows stay pretty glued in space, and I'm just extending the arms up and down. Maybe I do an alternating, that's even harder, one at a time. So there's a lot of different options and ways to get into the triceps. Maybe use both bands and you're just pushing back, doing some pulses or alternating one side and the other. So you'll see a lot of different variations this week, but even when you're doing, for example, tricep push-up, you're still getting that work through the back of the triceps, and you're strengthening through the shoulders, through that entire area, back body, forearms. So it's really important to have strong triceps. So try out some variations and you'll see some more in class this week.